Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Europa Universalis for England. Yay! Alright, and where we last left off, we were busy incorporating Crete. We were expanding our colonial presence in Africa, and we are annexing Glamorgan here, or Cornwall, to undo the unfortunate mistake of releasing them to get a tech bonus. Couple of episodes ago. So once that's done, yeah, we'll keep pushing through this way and just see what else we can get done before the end of the game. One thing that I know we definitely need to do is to get our fleet going, much larger than it is, and I'm thinking a trade fleet would probably be a good idea over here in Western Europe. Because as it stands, France has the most trade power, and that just can't stand. Look at that. Look at that. We need to cut into that. So, but there's other things we need to do, like increase the amount of artillery we're using. Apparently, it should be for every 3 infantry, roughly, you've got a cannon. So we definitely need a few more down here in Africa. And I know for a fact we need a butt-ton more up in here. So definitely some here. So it'll be about 4 there. And about, I don't know, at least double what we've got. Maybe up to 10. Yeah, 10, of course. 6. So we need 10 total in England, and then some more, excuse me, then some more down in whatchamacallit land, Africa. There we go. We need 10, 1. That, seriously? Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And then we'll get a few more down here as well. So what are we looking at? 8. So that's 2 more each, I think. Something like that. That should be providing enough artillery for our military needs, I think. Not that it really matters at this stage, because we're not really fighting anyone, or anything, but I'm sure that'll change once our peace with the Iberian Peninsula dies off. So another thing we'll need to do is get some more 3-deckers, but I'm thinking trade fleet first, which we can actually take care of over here in Ireland. So if we go with a heavy frigate, so they've got 6 trade power each. And if we take a look over here, we can sort by income, sort by modifier. I guess there we go. Sort by trade power. Perfect. So France has 307 with another 52 coming in from Brittany. I would imagine that they're on the same side of things. Yes, they're in a personal union. Wow, how long have they been in a personal union for? Since 1655? Almost only for about 100 years. That's not all that exciting. And if we look at us, we've got a measly 16. So we really need to cut into that. We're going to need quite a few ships to do it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for now. And that'll be the start of the new trade fleet. So, you know, hopefully it's good. How many did I need here? 4. And then the rest of the artillery goes down into the Royal Army. Okay, got it. Oh, let's see if we can't. Oh, come on. Box select. There we go. You guys can go that way, and the rest of you. Okay. Ouagadougou. No, 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 no. There. Well, we'll do that. That's fine. You guys head on down to London, shall you? Yes, that looks perfect. There we go. And that should have us 10. Okay. So really, what I could do to make it a nice round number, because I'm weird that way when it comes to my armies, I might get rid of a cavalry unit, or set up a couple more, 2 more, so we get 3 in the Army of Scotland. Regardless, we don't have any transport ships there anyway, so that doesn't matter much. And yeah, we're just gonna have to leave the military for now. More grain? I don't want more grain. I mean, I knew that was grain all along. But it's always disappointing to see. Nobody likes more grain. And perhaps getting ready to push into Mali might not be a bad idea. We're gonna get the colonies done first, because that's the thing to do. And well, it looks like these guys are at it again, so we'll probably be getting involved in a war with France soon. The Navy is nowhere near ready for such a confrontation. We don't have the money. We are just hemorrhaging money now. Alright. Time to do something I haven't done in a long time. Drop our army maintenance down a bit. Just to get some more money flowing. We'll send a diplomatic candidate. Speaking of, how are my colonies doing? Liberty Desire is still doing just fine. And obviously British Mexico is the one making us the most money. The rest, you know, take it or leave it, really. Well, that's not true. Every little bit helps. Especially when I'm only pulling in 17 gold. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Come on, almost done. And finish. Perfect. We're in control. Thank you. Oh, son of a... Stay in your ports. Stay there. We've got a freaking massive ass French fleet. This is not what I wanted. 51. Those are just medium ships, though. I'm sure the French have a lot of heavy ships. Okay, well, with that going on... Okay, good. Muscovy joined in. I guess we're strong enough that we're the war leader now, which is super duper handy. And Muscovy can just go and take the last bit of France, basically, in Eastern Europe. So that's good. I'm pleased about that. What have I got going on up here? Do I have any military units in the New World? Thought I had a little army. I must have deleted it. Or they died or something. Regardless, we are going to definitely need to put that back up. But we can raise war taxes now. So, yay! We're making lots of money because of those war taxes. I'm okay with that. And what I would like more than anything in this war is to just freaking end the conflicts with France and take whatever it is that Newfoundland wants. 4th Canadian Reconquest of Innu. This was actually the French wanting this back. And what does kind of annoy me is, you know, repeatedly we've been able to just conquer the French colonies. And yet, we haven't really been able to make much headway. That should change now. Jeez, why? Why? Oh, I guess because of all the units that are showing up. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. And the French have no colonies in Africa to speak of. They have no colonies in Africa at all. So that makes things easy. And it looks like the Iberian Peninsula is kind of aflame. It looks like Spain's Spain's deciding to assert its dominance over the Portuguese, which is good news for me, because it's unlikely that... Why are you telling me about that? I guess we can't really do a harsh treatment. It's good news for me because chances are they're not going to fight alongside each other. At least I hope. Now that they're fighting each other... Oh good, general with 50 tradition. Winston Bedford. That's looking much better. I guess we do have the Royal Marines here. Let's put Mr. Bedford in charge of that army, and then we can fire this other guy. Cavendish, you're done. Thank you, though. And is there any... Well, we could try and sneak into southern France here, but with only 12,000 men, I don't foresee that going well. We could also go up into here, and that might not be a bad idea. So let's send the Marines up there. See if we can't actually do something instead of just making our colonies fight the war. We need to go into the Gulf of Odessa to see if we can't see a little bit more. Doesn't look like they've got anybody here. Well then, let's go, lads. And these are indeed French corps. Looks like Austria's got a couple claims on them. Yeah, completely and totally unopposed. Now, I'm not thinking that 4 heavy ships and 13 galleys is going to be enough to defend this fleet. It's kind of a quick action fleet. It gets in, it drops off its load, and then it just returns home to port where it won't be pestered by anybody. Hopefully going through the Aegean Sea here, things will be fine. It looks like it will be. No need to worry about a French presence. We're safe. Alright. In the meantime, in between, let's do a detach. Man, that is a big force. How big are you? 4, 3. We'll go over here then. We'll take the ports out, leaving Moldavia there completely unsupplied, theoretically anyway. Ah, good. We got some better stuff. We got some ivory, which is always a blast. It's always good to be producing ivory. You know, aside from the whole killing off elephants thing. That's neither here nor there. Oh, looks like Austria got involved in this war here, too. So who are you fighting? Portugal, Benegal, Vianjagar, Austria, Serbia, Frankfurt, Lorraine, and Pomerania. Spain's got their hands full with quite a few separate, interesting allies. Hopefully they collapse. I would be okay if Spain collapsed. I'd be just tickled pink. Looks like there's some sort of fighting going on here, surprisingly. And this is no knock against my wonderful allies in Muscovy, but surprisingly, France is taking a pretty big beating. We will go with knowledge is power. We'll get that revolt risk up there because we can't take any prestige hits. I'm wondering why you didn't send your general in there, Muscovy. I'm kind of concerned with the way you're fighting this war. Oh, no, it's... something's going on there anyway. Thankfully, with this whole big front in operation, it doesn't appear as if they're going to be moving down to protect the little Black Sea holdings. So that's good. And hopefully we can just, you know, do some damage and then sneak back out like we were never there. Oh, it looks like that is going up while we're at war. That's good. Oh, they've got some artillery up. But that shouldn't be a problem for the Royal Marines. They should be able to handle one unit of artillery handedly. Now, let's check things out over here. We've got a fleet of 4 light ships blockading this channel. So, why don't we take the Royal Navy out and give them a good old-fashioned thrashing? Well, if that fleet pops out, the Royal Navy's probably done for. It doesn't look like it's popping out, though, so... Oh, well, now it's out. And what do we got up here? 5 and 27 compared to 37. That's more ships. It's nice for a change to be England and actually being able to use the fleet effectively here. Enjoying this. Get out of here, Brittany. And that is kind of what I was concerned about. Is that big-ass French fleet showing up. So we'll just pop into Gwynedd, pretend like that never happened. French peasants have risen up in Abnaki. Wonderful. Alright. We've got all that we came for. I'm sure Muscovy would prefer to get a few more lands out of France. But they're showing up with stacks of 137,000 troops. And I don't think Muscovy's in any sort of position to fight that off. Especially not in July. So let's see if France is willing to negotiate something here. You will obviously accept a white peace. I can understand that. Oh, come on. Stupid clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, let's try. Well, we'll just go with that. Oh, and that. And that. Nope. For some reason, didn't like my selections there. Yeah. What do we got here? Let's just clear this offer again and see if I can't click through again. Okay. Like so, like so, like so, like so, like so. And just like real life, the French will no longer have a presence in North America. That's good. What was that, Brittany? I don't think we can select that. I would like to be able to select that. Hey, can we take this land too? We could take that land. How is that occupied by me? Gotta be one of my colonial powers. Let me just take a look at this, then. Sugar, tobacco, fish, and gold. I'd like to get those in, but, you know, that might not be... Well, we'll just, you know, we're getting a successful war here, so we'll hang the Muscovites out to dry a little bit and see if they can't... Oh, that's Sweden. Integrated Cornwall. When a smaller country gives up its independence to join a greater realm, there is a lot of adapting. And while some parts are easy, the administration of the realm will still need to expand to accommodate all possibilities. Legitimacy, that's fine. I don't really care about that. But we've got it back. And we've got a little small military that we can have join the Army of Scotland. That'll be fine. Oh, and a navy too. We've got a heavy frigate, so that can join the trade fleet. Huzzah! Yeah, Sweden anywhere in there? No, just those lands. Would any of these be worth taking? Probably not, looking at it. How's this coming along? Oh, we're losing... Oh, yep, now's probably the time to negotiate a peace. So you will give up all of that land. I'd like to get more, but I'd also like to at least leave some of the Royal Marines intact. And we could give Grodno there to the Muscovites, but man, it's not going to share a border. That's going to be ugly. We're just going to go and take as much as we can. Getting 22 prestige, that's great. 67.5 aggressive expansion relations penalty. My God. Why so high? I don't know, but we're going to do it. Well, let's see if we can get some gold out of France, too. Because money's good. And I doubt they'll be giving up any nations. Could annul treaties or something like that, but that's looking pretty good. 600 ducats and a lot of colonial provinces, so let's send that demand. Perfect. All right. I like it. What I don't like is the poor Royal Marines, but hey, what can you do? We'll just... That's not right. Is that... Why can't I remember how to spell Marine? There we go. I had it right the first time. Mr. Bedford, you can resume your leadership. Let's go inspect these new colonies that we've got. So we will have to make you a core. And what else happened here? So all of this, yeah, that just joined up with Newfoundland, which is good. I'm happy with that. Newfoundland is now a very big nation. You can see the game doesn't even know how to spread the name properly. So that's always a good sign. And I think that was the only territory I gained for myself. So, yeah, job well done. We'll get that incorporated. And we'll get some more sugar on the go. That's exciting. I like it. Let's unpause the game. And now that that's taken care of, we can send that guy over there. We can send you into Leinster and send all the other medium ships or the light ships into Leinster as well. After some gruesome years, order has finally settled amongst our people. Huzzah! Alright, merge these suckers together. We can drop our military spending. And we can send these guys to protect trade in... Where is it? Western Europe. Send them there. Alright, so let's take a look. We're doing not much. We'll send the fleet. And now we're doing 10 times as much. But it's still not enough. We've only got about 108 trade power. We're going to need a lot more. So that is with 11 ships. So let's go ahead and get some more on the go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that'll put us up to 22. And then I think maybe, I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more? Yeah, that should be good. Really get that fleet on the go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Set you back to normal good old-fashioned political map mode. Abomi is still an uprising, as will happen. Oh, look at this. We got technologies to research. Public punishment. Life at sea is full of dangers, and thus the punishments need to be harsh. They do not have a sufficient deterrence effect. We will quickly run into trouble. Over time, a system of highly public punishments has evolved, and now the time has come to formalize those. This will greatly enhance discipline at sea. I like it. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm usually supportive of public shaming, public punishments, things like that, but hey, if it means better discipline at sea, I'm all for it. Speaking of, Let's get the Marines onto their ships. And get you guys back to Crete. And once I take a look at the military, or what's left of the Royal Marines, I can see what I need to do. Pull these guys back together into fighting shape. So we've got, what, 4,000 infantry and a cannon? That's not enough. We'll let the trade fleet build up first, and then we can work on getting the Royal Marines back into fighting form. Alright. And other than really getting back into India, which should be done, we should get back involved into that geographic location. Can't really think of much else to get accomplished in the time we've got left. We're not going to be able to increase our score too much. Let's get you guys back into Meath, and we should have another round of frigates coming out of the Irish shipyards. At least, well, another 5 of them, so that'll increase our number nicely. Nope, I wanted that view. And what have we got here? The term is up for Adam Cromwell. You were a diplomat, so we'll go with another diplomat. Seems to be a good route for the 5 colonies. Granted, I've got nothing to back that up, but that's what I'm saying. Defensive ideas, that sounds great. Higher morale of armies is always a good thing. I guess, really, the big elephant in the room here is, what do we do about Scotland? They've got no allies. So, perhaps attempting to retake Scotland would be a good idea. What is my current mission? Create a proper fleet. So, 75% of the force limit. I think we should be getting close to doing that. Perhaps not. That is a pretty big force limit we need to get up to. Thankfully, with the 600 ducats we took off France in our previous war, we can throw that into doing some more shipbuilding. Come on, Connacht. No, almost. There we go. Send you guys there, and where is my trade fleet? Perfectly set up. Head on over to Meath. Obviously losing some cash here, but that's fine. Merge you together, and we will send you back to Western Europe. So let's take a look at this again. Come on, Fleet 14. All right. Oh, so we're down to 4th. We can almost get past Portugal, but then Spain and France are going to be a bit of an issue. Regardless, we're pulling in much more money now, which is good. And I guess we might as well get it some more frigates going. There we go. And while we're at it, let's just, you know, start really getting on the wooden wall. Yes, thank you. We will imprison him. Perfect. See, most of the trade is leaving the zone, unfortunately. Thanks in large part to the Portuguese trade fleet, I would imagine. So we could go through and attempt to build up more trade power buildings. But I think what we should also do is get a fleet here, because that would be helpful to protect trade in the zone, I believe. Although perhaps, I'm trying to remember now, if fleets only push trade out. Can't recall, so I'm just going to leave it. Because that's the safe thing to do. We're quickly running out of ideas to take, so let's go with innovative. That seems like a good idea. Get ourselves a little less prestige decay. With the first idea, and then I haven't really put much thought into anything after that, because that's just how I roll. Right. So we're going to need 12. We're 5. So let's send that fleet home. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That should be good. Alright, so that's the Royal Navy fleet. That's our trade fleet. And there is our fighting fleet. Got it. The Royal Navy fleet. This is the Royal Navy fleet. The Royal Marine fleet. That's the word I was looking for. And I haven't looked at the building screen in ages. Because of our superior strength and unmatched leadership, we have assumed leadership in the war against Spain, New Spain. Muscovy has dishonored the call. Thanks, Muscovy. It's super groovy. British-Mexican conquest of Navajo. You couldn't have waited? You really couldn't have waited. You desperately want... Well, I guess coffee. That makes sense. Coffee's worth it. Coffee's worth the fight. Unfortunately, we're not in any sort of position to fight the Spanish. And I've got my transport fleet coming through the straits. Not the time to be doing this. But at least Portugal hasn't joined in. So that's a good thing. Oh, well, yay! How many... well, we got quite a few ships that have survived, but the Spanish fleet, unsurprisingly, is being a dick. This time, however, we can fight back a little bit. Unless that 80-ship flotilla just comes cruising around into Land's End there. Doesn't look like it will be. Oh my god, just stop it. And what do we have here anyway? We've got 26. That might not be a bad idea. That would possibly be a very good use of the Royal Navy. Or this would be a good way to get the Royal Navy killed. I'm not sure which. Up over to Dingle Bay. Let's see, you're out on the 22nd, and we get there on the 23rd, and you're heading into the North Channel, so we'll just do that. Although I imagine you would now be leaving the North Channel into the Irish Sea. Oh, but we'll get there first. Haha! Take that, Spain. Alright, send you there. Well, it looks like you actually made it. I'm pretty impressed. Oh, what do we got here? Bunch of light ships. So you can just head up that way. That is a lot of light ships, though. I'm assuming they're going to spread out here. Well, this is my own fault. I should have been paying attention to this front and consolidated my forces. Because then I would have had 26 against these two, but didn't think to do that. You'll at least help, I guess. Oh, jeez. That would also be helpful as well. Not used to having to do that. And the Spanish military is still looking like it's doing quite well. It's really a morale boost. And that did not take long at all. Wonderful. Okay, well, on that wonderful high note, I'm going to leave the video here for now. Yay. Alright, so thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.